Hello, students. Welcome back to the class. Today is day 6 of Principles of Accounting. Today we'll discuss further more principles that we'll use while maintaining accounts of a business enterprise. A popular and most important principle to maintain the transparency of business is the full disclosure principle. It's a convention that means it has been followed by the accountants for many years. According to this principle, apart from legal requirements, all significant and material information relating to the economic affairs of the entity should be completely disclosed in its financial statements and accompanying notes to accounts. So, full disclosure, as the name suggests, it means fully disclosing everything. It means to disclose everything which is required by any user of accounting information to give that information which can influence his decision. This principle clearly states कि जो लीगल रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं वो तो आपको देनी ही देनी है. जो लीगली रिक्वायर्ड है कि आपको ये इन्फॉर्मेशन देनी है, आपको वो इन्फॉर्मेशन देनी है, दैट यू हैव टू गिव. Apart from that, if there is any information which is important, which is significant, which is of material nature means which is of such significance, which is of that importance that it can influence someone's decision. So all that information relating to the economic affairs of the business should be completely disclosed either in the financial statement itself or in the accompanying notes. जो साथ में नोट्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स हम मेंटेन करेंगे, इन दैट कहीं ना कहीं तो आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन डिस्क्लोज करनी ही पड़ेगी. आप कोई बात कंसील नहीं करेंगे. द फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट शुड एक्ट एज अ मीन्स ऑफ कन्वेइंग and not concealing the information. Your statement should work as a proof, should work as an evidence, should provide information to the users rather than misguiding them, rather than concealing facts from them. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आपने कोई इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ें छुपा दी. आपकी कंपनी पे केस चल रहा है, आपने छुपा दिया कि नहीं भाई हम तो नहीं बताएंगे आपको, हमारे ऊपर केस चल रहा है. दैट इज नॉट एक्सपेक्टेड टू बी हैपन. तो टू ब्रिंग ट्रांसपेरेंसी इन द अकाउंटिंग सिस्टम, इट इज़ नेसेसरी कि हम फुल डिस्क्लोजर को फॉलो करते हुए चलें. Disclosure of information result in better understanding and the parties may be able to take sound decision on the basis of the information provided. So it will help the parties to decide whether what should be the course of action, how they should react. तो सारी true and fair information मिल पाएगी only when the full disclosure is being followed. Examples अगर बात करें तो जैसे if there is some contingent liability, if there is any contingent liability, that means there is any liability which is not yet sure कि मे भी हो भी सकती है नहीं हो सकती, like कोर्ट केस चल रहा है कोई, it may become your liability or may not, but it is an important information, it can influence someone's decision, it is of material nature, so it is necessary to show this information in your balance sheet or by the way of footnotes. तो आपको डिस्क्लोज तो करना ही पड़ेगा इसको. Second आता है, if there is change in method of providing depreciation or in any changes in any method, either let it be depreciation or valuation of stock. In short, if the consistency is breaking, if the principle of consistency is being violated, if there is any change required due to any reason, maybe if there is any change in law, if there is any change in accounting standards, whatsoever the case is, if you are changing the method of providing depreciation or stock valuation, then the change brought in by the business, the reason and the effect, everything should be clearly disclosed so that the user can identify what decision has been made by the government and what are its impact. And in similar way, if there is any change in the market value of investment, then it should also be clearly mentioned कि आपकी इन्वेस्टमेंट जो है वो आपकी जो इन्वेस्टमेंट है दैट इज़ इंक्रीजिंग इन मार्केट और डिक्रीज कर रही है, व्हाट्स एवर द केसेस, तो वो सब शो करने के लिए फुल डिस्क्लोजर रिक्वायर्ड है. बेसिकली हम लोग फुल डिस्क्लोजर इस तरीके से यूज़ करेंगे कि आप विंडो ड्रेसिंग ना कर पाएँ, आप कंपनी को ज़्यादा अच्छी हालत में ना दिखा दें जितने में वो है. तो उसके लिए ज़रूरी है फुल्ली डिस्क्लोज करना हर बात को. नेक्स्ट प्रिंसिपल इज द एक्सेप्शन ऑफ फुल डिस्क्लोजर, दैट इज मटीरियलिटी प्रिंसिपल. Full disclosure is of the mind that everything should be clearly disclosed.
बट मटीरियलिटी प्रिंसिपल ने कहा नहीं भैया ऐसा भी नहीं चलेगा, आप सब बातें डिस्क्लोज करें तो इट विल बी टू बल्कि। अगर मैं आपको पूरा एक बंडल एक पकड़ा दूंगा डॉक्यूमेंट्स का, दैट विल बी टू बल्कि टू अंडरस्टैंड, दैट विल बी टू problematic to grasp the profit loss whatsoever that's happening in the situation, so that will be very difficult. Disclosure of all material factors compulsory, but it does not imply that even those figures which are irrelevant are to be included in the financial statements. If there is any information which is irrelevant, materiality states write what is material, not what is immaterial. अगर ऐसी कोई चीज़ है which can influence the decision, you have to show that. But if there is something that will not affect anyone's decision, you can ignore that, you can club that with other items. So according to this principle, only those items or information should be disclosed that have material effect and relevant to users. जो important हैं, जो किसी के decision को affect करने वाले हैं, वो transaction show करने की ज़रूरत है. So items having an insignificant effect or being irrelevant to user need not to be disclosed separately. These may be merged with the other items. ठीक है ना, उनको आप दूसरे आइटम से मर्ज कर सकते हैं. देर इज़ नो रिक्वायरमेंट कि आप उन्हीं को साथ में यूज़ करते हुए चलें. इफ नॉलेज ऑफ एनी इंफॉर्मेशन में अफेक्ट द यूजर डिसीजन, इट इज टर्म्स एज मटीरियल इंफॉर्मेशन. अगर किसी के बात से किसी के डिसीजन पे इफेक्ट चलता है, आप कोर्ट केस चल रहा है, दैट विल इफेक्ट समवन डिसीजन. ठीक है ना, आपके कोई बड़ी मशीनरी डिस्ट्रॉय हो गई आपकी, जिससे प्रोडक्शन कैपेसिटी हाफ हो रह गई हो केवल, दैट विल इफेक्ट समवन्स डिसीजन. ठीक है, आपके लास्ट ईयर के प्रॉफिट्स इफ विल इफेक्ट समवन डिसीजन. तो दोज आर मटीरियल इन्फॉर्मेशन. ठीक है, बट इफ देर इज एनी इन्फॉर्मेशन दैट विल नॉट अफेक्ट समवन्स डिसीजन, सपोज आपके पास स्टेशनरी वो 2 पेन बच गए हाफ यूज, दैट इज नॉट गोइंग टू अफेक्ट समवन डिसीजन. इफ यू हैव sold old newspaper and got 100 rupees out of that, that is not going to affect someone's decision. If you have spent 1,000 rupees in a year to get some refreshment, even then that's not going to affect someone's decision. So those are immaterial things that will be clubbed under one heading like sundry expenses or sundry receipts. But if there is any material information, that has to be disclosed separately, that has to be shown clearly. Another thing that should be noted is that an item may be material for one enterprise, it is not necessary that will be important for another enterprise. If someone is running a business of 10 lakh rupees, 50,000 or 1 lakh is a big figure to him. If a businessman is running a business worth rupees 10 lakh rupees, 50,000 is 5% of its business amount, तो उसके लिए एक बड़ा amount है. But if someone is running a business of 100 crores, उसके लिए 50,000 is not even 1%. So that will be immaterial for that. If there is any loss of 50,000 or if there is any wastage of 50,000, that is not a big deal for a company dealing in 1,000 or 100 crores. But that will be a big amount for someone who is running a small business. तो कोई चीज़ एक के लिए मटीरियल हो सकती है, दूसरे के नहीं. तो आपको अकॉर्डिंग टू बिजनेस साइज यू हैव टू फाइंड विच इज़ मटीरियल एंड विच थिंग इज़ नॉट. एंड इफ समथिंग इज मटीरियल उसको डिस्क्लोज करना है, बट इफ समथिंग इज इममटीरियल उसको हमें डिस्क्लोज नहीं करना है. सो दिस इज इट फॉर टुडे. In the next video we will discuss further more principles. Till then, take care.